Sparking Change with Gigi, a show that aims to make the world a better place by bringing together authentic minds. This show encourages each of us to be the change we wish to see in the world. Get ready to be inspired and join us on this journey to create a brighter future for all.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sparking Change with Gigi. Happy Valentine's Day today. I'm so excited for today's show because we're all going to talk about love, right? And our special guest star today is going to be my famous, wonderful friend that I adore so much because she truly has a community that is filled with love. And Sinette, come on. How are you, Sinette Van Brenda? How are you? Welcome. I love your gloves.
Well, thank you, my beautiful Giovanna. I am so happy to be here. I wanted to say, what's love got to do? Got to do it. What's love got to do with
my
it?
goodness.
And I can say everything. Love has got to do
That's
with
it.
Everything.
That's it. I totally agree with you 100%. And without love in our life and loving what we do in our life and loving ourselves, which is number one, is, I don't know, that there's trouble if we don't love ourselves first, right?
I believe truly. And the thing is, self-love, if you start to love yourself, you will take care of yourself. But then you can love anybody and you can take care of anybody else. And do you know about love? Love puts you in that vibration, the highest vibration there is.
That's right.
And why not stay in that vibration? Because why do you want to go to anger or jealousy or I don't want to say more, but love. But what's love got to do with it?
You are definitely the expert in love, and that is why I invited you to the show today. And I wanted to, first of all, give you my love because what you do totally is changing the world one person at a time. And yes, self-love is the key to our success in everything we do, in our health, with our relationship, with our jobs, our careers, our businesses, all starts with self-love. What is your definition of self-love, Sinette?
First of all, I want to say happy Valentine's Day.
Yes.
It is so wonderful to be here on our Love Day. So my definition of self-love is to go into your heart, stand in front of the mirror, but go into your heart and tell yourself how special you are. And just tell yourself, if it was not for you, you would not have been here. And yes, I know when self-love is lower on the priority list, you will not take care of yourself. Because as I did, and a lot of especially women do, they took care of other people. And then, my beautiful Giovanna, you end up overweight. I was overweight as a child, but it just keep on coming. And yes, I did love this part. I loved my eyes, and now you cannot see my beautiful hands because I've got the Valentine's gloves on. I loved my hands, but I never loved the bottom part of me. So for me, self-love is that you have to look yourself in the eye and literally approve all your defaults, all your beautiful quirks and your beautifulness that you do see, but all the things you know, if you put somebody in front of a mirror, most of the time people will see their wrinkles or the default part. They will never go in to say, this is. So if you can accept the whole of your body and just know you were born for a reason. Maybe you don't know your purpose yet, but you are born for a reason. You are here to shine. So Take up that beautifulness of you in front of the mirror and start with that self belief that
Yeah.
you are beautiful and that you do love yourself. And yes, I can only say that because I am proof of the pudding. 5 years ago, like I said, I love this part, love it,
Hmm.
didn't love the rest. I had to start loving the rest of it as well. And the more I started to love, the more I started to lose more weight. So I know there's a lot of factors of me losing the weight because I was on an eating plan. I had a beautiful plan, lifestyle change. But
Yeah.
I believe if I didn't start with self love, I would have never accomplished my goal. And the big thing is, we all tell everybody, oh, I love you with all my heart. Do you know how big is your heart? And if you can stand in front of the mirror and look yourself in your eye and say, Tanit, I love you with all my heart, and you believe it, then
So
you have
true.
won a golden medal at the Olympics. How's that?
That is beautiful. And you know, you're so right because when you're able to love yourself, you get to know thyself, right? And you begin to really put things in perspective because you need to be compassionate with yourself. Even though you may not like what you see when you look in the mirror, we're
Yes,
so quickly to say, to sabotage ourselves, right?
yes, yes,
And so what happens is when you sabotage yourself, guess what? Other people would sabotage you as well. So
yes.
if you love yourself, and yes, it's not an easy thing to do. You know, I
No,
remember, I think I saw a video of yours when we first met that you were in the bathroom and your husband was wondering what you were doing, and you were actually in the mirror talking to yourself. Do you remember that?
yes. And he said
Talk
to me,
about that. Yeah.
no, he said to me, are you talking to yourself? I said, why not? I love myself. He said, please don't answer yourself because here in South Africa, if you answer yourself, then it means you are cuckoo. And we call it Tara. Our place for people that is cuckoo is they call Tara. So he said, please don't answer yourself because then I will send you to Tara. I said, that's the whole thing. I answer myself and then I answer my answer.
Do you know in Italian, Toro is like Batman? It's the guy that has the thing. Yeah, it's so funny.
Oh, wow.
But so true. So true that, you know, when we do love ourselves, we can love others, right? I remember, you know, Oprah says, fill up your cup first. You can't, if the cup is not overflowing, how are you going to love other people? We
Exactly.
look for other people to approve us. We look onto other people to say you're beautiful. We look onto other people to lift you up. Please, please understand self love is lifting you up,
I
self love is giving you what you need, right?
exactly. I want to say, if you're looking for people outside of you to say you are amazing, you are beautiful, validation from the others. May
Right.
I show them something? May I show? I will say, stop in the name of love. Because everything you go inside and you look at your love first inside. And my beautiful Giovanna, my company's name is Self Love Ignites Me. Now, people cannot spell ignite, so that's why we changed it to selfloveforme.com.
Yeah,
But my motto is for everyone, show up for yourself first
that's
and
right.
then for others. And then the next one is step up. Take the action. If you want to start believing in yourself, you have to, if you say something, you have to do it. Like if you promise a person, I will do this for you. You will almost give your front teeth to make sure that you do what you promise if you have integrity.
Of course. Of course.
Yes. But when it comes to, oh, tomorrow is another day. So you know what's going to happen with tomorrow is another day? Tomorrow is another day. Oh, goodness, I cannot go more back. Tomorrow is another day. And the thing is, in life is like this: 2 steps to the front and 1 step to the back. It's your choice how long you're going to stay in the back foot. But can I tell you something? If you don't believe in yourself and you don't keep your promise, your back foot is going to be there all the time, because that is the most fundamental thing. You have to believe in yourself. Otherwise, you will not do your first step forward and another step. And in my last leg of my motto is, when you're ready, you have showed up for yourself and others, you have stepped up, take your action, then you soul up. Like you said, your cup is running over, and then you serve. I do believe the greatest love of all humanity, is serving with love. So you are actually part of my summit coming on E360. We are going to talk about service with love. And that's the thing, to
Yeah.
serve with love, that high vibration. And then before you open your eyes, you get more blessings. And I say I get 100 miracles every month. People tell me the other day, a man and a wife, they said to me, are they real miracles? Is it or wishful thinking miracles? I said, real miracles, more than 100 a month. If I could quickly tell you one miracle, and that was a big miracle. In February, we had a show on E360 on forgiveness.
Mm-hmm.
And in the middle of the show, I got a message from God that we're not going to continue with the question. We have to solve this one problem that there was. So I gave the lady what I thought, and I asked the 2 others to give her a message as well. The next day, that was the Sunday, the Monday, I got a message from somebody to say, Sunit, you don't know me, but I was flicking through the channels on Roku TV, and I got to you and I saw your face, and it looks like there was like a sunshine coming to me. And then 2 minutes later, you were stopping the show and say, can we all give feedback to this
Yeah.
one day? He said, I just want to tell you, I had a gun on my lap,
Oh.
and I decided
Oh.
not to use it. I decided to have another day. So I am messaging. We didn't talk. He doesn't want to do the coffee chat as yet. But I have telling him now, start in the mirror. Start looking yourself in the mirror. And if you cannot see your beautifulness, use your hands and open your eyes, because everything is inside of you. All your wisdom, all your beautifulness is inside of you. And yes, I can see there's a small difference. And he say there's a difference. And people is noticing. And I mean, that is now 4 weeks later. It's like a month later. It's like, yes. So my beautiful, Giovanna's beautiful viewers, if you don't see your beauty inside of you,
Open your eyes.
open your
It's
eyes.
there.
Can I tell you something, my beautiful Giovanna? Go and buy heart. No, my foot. Go and buy heart glasses, and then look yourself to the mirror, and then perhaps looking through a heart-shaped glasses, you will see your beauty. You will see how amazing you are. And you know, a lot of, especially women, don't think they are enough. Every time you think you're not enough, can I show you something what to do? Take your left, and I cannot show you but take your feet and kick your butt because you are enough. You
Always.
don't need anyone's permission to say, yes, you have to do that, or no, you're not allowed to do it. I was also one of those ladies in my culture. You were not really allowed to speak up. 5 years ago, I got my voice. And through the journey of self love, I decided if this is what I want to say, why not? It's in my heart. I have made sure if it's a big thing that somebody needs to learn something, I've already asked God, is that okay to tell this person?
Mm-hmm.
Why must I know not say anything because I have all my wisdom inside of me. So if you ever think you're not good enough, kick yourself on the butt. And I
That's
think I
right.
can use butt another other word.
So yeah, no, absolutely, because this is when we don't have a voice. This is when instead of speaking out the way we feel, we speak in and get the negative thoughts, the negative feelings, which are just hurting us because we didn't want to speak up. So I love that, Sinet, because when you do make yourself a priority and you are focused on giving yourself unconditional love,
Yes.
unconditional love, I repeat myself. Unconditional means no matter what the consequences are, no matter what you're looking at in the mirror, no matter who you're speaking to,
Yes.
it's unconditionally. When for moms out there, you love your babies unconditionally. They can throw up
Exactly.
on you, they can, scream, they can yell. Unconditionally, you give them love.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the way you have to give yourself love.
And,
Unconditionally.
yes. In the beginning, people will say, but there is not something like unconditional. That's a word everybody is using. And then I use that. If how do you feel about your baby or your child? Can you bring that love into your heart for yourself? Just think about it. It's actually very easy because you can only bestow it on your little baby if it's already in your heart. You must just bring it
Yes.
into your vicinity in your DNA because you are ultimately the most important person in your life. I love that. I
Yes,
love that.
absolutely. And this is where being compassionate with yourself first, right? Having compassion with yourself. We're not perfect. We're human beings. We make mistakes. We may say something that, somebody else may not like, or you may think of something that is kind of mean. You have the power to switch a decision from good to bad in a snap, right? We are totally in control of the choices that we make. And this is where, when we choose others over yourself, you're pretty much saying you're not important, that they are important.
And
And
guess what? Then people will treat you like that.
that's right. My mentor mentioned something, and I really, it stuck in my head. She goes, "We're so worried about our reputation. Who cares about the reputation? As long as you have great values that are coming from the heart, a reputation is not what gets us from point A to point B. It's how you treat people. What values are you holding? What respect you're giving yourself, right?"
Yes. Yeah.
And so, this topic for me is very dear to my heart because I come from, I was born in Italy, right? The women had to keep their mouths shut. It's whatever the men said. I see my mom right in front of my eyes right now, right? She's in heaven, probably looking, down on me. And she always kept her mouth shut. She passed away at 60 at a very young age because she didn't have a voice. and the self-love wasn't there.
Mm.
So, I encourage, and again, you said men and women. Yes, men and women.
Yes.
Have a
Men.
voice.
Mm.
Love yourself. Respect yourself first,
Mm.
right?
Yes.
Because I mean, if you look at many successful people, the ones that have become success by serving others,
Yes.
their love just transfers to them,
I
right?
agree. Yes, I agree.
So, why would people not love themselves? Let's touch on that.
I think I believe full heartedly, and I can say it because my grandchildren are small. They are in New Zealand and I am in South Africa, but they are still in that mindset of anything is possible. Um, so they are almost at the age that they're now going to start believing what other people is telling
Mhm.
them. They're going to bring it as their truth into their lives. So I do believe society, teachers, parents bring things into your life that you don't believe your awesomeness. But if I ask my 4-year grandson Zayden, if I tell him, are you awesome? And he will say, yes, Omi, I'm awesome. They know this because it's innate in them, because they were born like this. I know a lot of us have to go through trials and tribulations, and we have to learn lessons, and uh, you get teachers, and you have to teach other people as well. But I do believe if you can just know that you are here, still breathing, you are here, and if you can move, or if anything, if you can do some things beautiful still in your life, you are here for a reason. And you said about self compassion, and one of the things I actually brought into my program, I when I went get into the shower, I made for the last 5 years make sure that that time I'm in the shower, I don't think of anything else. For 5 years in a row, my heart, every time my heart will hear, I will say, thank you, my beautiful heart. I love you to the moon and back. Thank you, my beautiful eyes. I normally start with the heart and the eyes. And then I will start washing my hair and then do the rest I do. But I touch that and that. And then I say thank you to everything in my body, even my knees. Because at the moment, I'm so excited. I am doing exercise with Gabby, one of the ladies in the Diamond Beauties, and she is slowly helping my knees to start bending, because there's still a lot of fat deposit around the knees, but I could not do squats. I cannot go onto my knees, like standing on my knees. I could not do it. I can now stand on my knees. I
Yay.
can do squatting. Look here. Not too far down, but I could not even do that. So when went in the shower after I started with the exercise with her, I will go and rub my knees lovingly and say, thank you for keeping me walking with my heavy weight. Thank you for allowing me to start exercising and, trying to get rid of some of the fat deposit around, because I have to go and because it doesn't want to move. So now she said, let us just get your knees moving. And then I will lovingly say, oh, my beautiful knees. So I talk in Afrikaans. I will give you a snippet. I will say, ag my pragtige knieë, ek is so lief vir julle. Dankie dat julle bietjie beweeg. So I say, thank you, my beautiful knees. Thank you that you helped me to move a little bit more. So I cannot tell you what that, I call it my shower love talk, have done for me. And if there's something coming in my head to say I must remember something, I will say to that thought, because I am also mindfulness is very big. You have to be mindful every day. I will say to the thought, I will deal with you when I get out of the shower. But some thoughts is like that
They
hamster
creep
or
in.
the,
Yes.
yeah, yeah, and it comes in again, and I will say, oh, I'm going to give you to Jack. I'm so sorry. Hit the road, Jack. I don't want you no more, no more. I gave a lot of stuff to Jack
I
because if
love
there's
it.
things that you cannot handle, I had a situation the other day that one of the ladies in the group, there was a thing, and I could not help her. I could not help her, so I decided I'm going to give it to God, and just say, please, my beautiful Lord. But the thing is, now it was here in my mind. Shouldn't I have done this? Shouldn't I have done that? So then I decided, oh no, Sinit. No more hamster wheel, baby. No more hamster wheel. And I literally went like this. My husband tells me I am the greatest drama queen he ever saw in his life. Oh, I was not as much as the last few years, but I think it's the hat. Because when God gave me lemons, I could have decided to wear a wig or to wear a hat. And yes, I do have hair now, but the hat is the part of the branding, so the hat stays. But yes, I just said, Jack, come and fetch this hamster wheel again. Hit the road, Jack. I don't want. And I was in front of the mirror. Don't want you no more. No.
I love that because you know what you're showing is that you are in control, right? This is respecting yourself, giving yourself self love by being in control of your thinking and your thoughts. And that's a skill that is so important for us because we can definitely go down the wrong path to make us not feel loved, right? Let's take a short break, commercial break, and then we'll come right back and we're going to talk about what can we do to start really giving ourselves some self-love to help us really achieve our goals in life, because we set a lot of goals in January, and I keep using my daughter's birthday, January 19th, we start falling off track to our goals. And it has to, yeah, not you. I know not you. So you're going to share with us some of your secrets. So we'll be right back, everyone.
Now, the vast majority, approximately 95% of the people of all countries, go around and around without aim or purpose. They drift with the circumstances of life, good or bad.
A drifter is one who permits himself to be influenced and controlled by circumstances outside of his own mind.
Whereas the successful individuals create their own circumstances and ride them to victory.
When you're on purpose, you're living on purpose. You will never quit if you have a real purpose.
A burning desire to be and to do is the starting point from which the dreamer must take off. But what I have done has been recorded, it's been tested, it's being taken to a free world, and it's going to benefit millions of people who are not yet born.
And it's going to benefit millions of people who are not yet born. We're some of those people. That we're spreading this to the world. As your awareness grows, the doubt is gone, so that you can manifest whatever it is your heart desires. Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah. So, talking a quick moment about that commercial, having awareness, bringing awareness to understanding yourself better is essential for anyone to enjoy life, the life that they want, or to create the life they want. If you don't understand yourself and learn about yourself, what are the things that bring you joy? What are the things that you want to help others? Because, like you mentioned before, serving is a gift for us. It's a gift for us. When we serve, when you think about Christmas or even Valentine's Day, the joy of giving, for me, is a lot greater than the joy of receiving, right? Mm-hmm. But that's because we're doing it from a place of love. but we only can do that when we set boundaries for ourselves. And let's talk about that, because I think for me, my personal experience, you mentioned before about how we do things for others. I had no boundaries. I just said yes, 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 yes. I never said no. And I promise you, you can talk to my kids and my husband. They will tell you how I used to stay up until 2, 3 o'clock in the morning because I made so many commitments that I was going to make sure that I did what I committed to do, not realizing my body needed to sleep.
Exactly.
I needed the rest because when I got up tired, if my daughter, my son didn't want to get dressed, hurry up, get up, we're gonna go dress, we're gonna miss the bus, blah 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 blah, right? So we become like a different person without sleep.
Yes.
And then one thing's that then we drink a lot of coffee, and that is what happened to me. So I know one of the key things in self-love is setting boundaries so that you can put yourself in the equation of your daily activities that need to get done.
Yes.
It's working on yourself first. And when you do work on yourself, this is where you get to learn who you are,
Yes.
what your gifts are, and what is your purpose here in life. Right? So let's talk about that a little bit, because I really, in my heart, feel that when we don't have love for ourselves, we are drifters. We don't know what our purpose is. So we try to do a million things. And I'm speaking from experience, right? Now I know what I'm here to do. I know I'm here to help others really feel peace, freedom, through understanding, through learning. And so let's hit on, how can we, what tips can we give the audience?
So, first of all, I love Napoleon Hill. I love the Napoleon Hill incident. I love all the people that say, Cleona, I love that you have introduced me to the community. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Before I talk about the tips that you can do, one of the tips that is important for me, as you feel the love when you give, when you really, really, really love yourself, when somebody is giving something to you, you will say, thank you with all your heart, because at most of the time, and I did it for many years, you shouldn't have spent so much money. Well, is it really for me? Do you think it's, no, the love that you receive, that when you give, when you receive something, you equally must show that appreciation with all your heart.
Of course.
The next tip I would love to give is gratitude.
Oh my God, you just took the word out of my mouth.
Gratitude.
Just took the word out of my mouth.
Because I do believe, I do have in my journal in the evening gratitude, but during the day, cannot tell you how many times I will send God kisses and I will say, oh, thank you, my beautiful Lord. Or if I get this notion that I need to pray for somebody at this moment, I will pray and then I will send him kisses. Or when I play my playlist, I play our playlist and half an hour of people I have danced. So Giovanna, I have done almost 400 coffee chats and I have danced with almost everybody. It was just 3 people I could not dance with.
Wow.
So my thing is dancing. So I always will tell people, keep on dancing. Because, for me, my dancing was my salvation. When I wanted to change my life and change my lifestyle, I made a decision. I want to live. I don't want to die. But I was on diets for many years. And the thing is, I didn't want anything in the house that can set off that trigger that you will eat again. So every time and my husband was very particular, Sinead, what is here, you must stay. Because every time you take everything out and then you will go to the shop and go and buy. So I was very particular as well. I said, don't remove anything. Don't remove anything. So every time I felt like a chocolate, my beautiful Giovanna, I went and stand in front of the mirror and I will say, Sinead, you are feeling like a chocolate. Is that true? And I will say, then I will say, go and dance on your forever song, Walking on Sunshine. Dance if there is no tomorrow. And then I will go and dance. So now in the meanwhile, I'm losing more weight because I'm moving. I always tell the children, that is Dory. So Dory said, keep on swimming, you keep on moving. And then I had to do that 3 times. So I had to bring in something, and I call it a replacement. So instead of going to snack, and that is part of my mindfulness, I replace my snacking or feeling, you want to go crazy because you can't get the chocolate in your mouth. You can taste it in your sleep because you're so used to it. Then by dancing and get a different perspective, and you know your why. For me, my saying is, if your why is big enough, you can do anything. You can do everything. So gratitude, and if there's a habit you want to change, start here. But start with your why first, because that's important. If your why is this big, you will change your habit. You will change it. And the thing is consistency.
Absolutely. Right.
You cannot
Discipline yourself.
Yes. And then the next one, my one of my big secrets is, it's in my grandmother's handkerchief. Can you see the beautiful embroidery?
Yes.
And the reason why, and I hope I can open it because it's paper and I've got my hand. The reason why it's in there, it's paper, and I normally put it here next to my heart, here at the center place that us women have. We have a pocket there where we can put our love notes, and then I have a plan. I know exactly I'm clear what I want to do for the year. I know I have put my why for each item. I dreamed about it. I burned my dream. I wrote everything down that I have imagined. I burned it. Let go, let God. And now you cannot sit there on the beach and wish for a cocktail. Well, I don't drink, but wish for a cocktail. And there is not even a bar on the beach. That's not going to help you.
No.
You have to take the action. And by taking the action, you can celebrate small and big milestones. So this is what I did for 6 months, but I still have quite a lot to do.
But that's beautiful. Look at all the highlighted part you've accomplished.
And you know how much I did because you are part of the Diamond Beauty group and the new Tanzanite Euro group, my male group. We are 7 weeks in and we have 54 gentlemen on the group already. Amazing. So yes, you need to know what you want. What is the thing that you desire? And then I hope I can do it. But everything that's on this list is also here. If I can I quickly swift my camera around that you can see? Everything on my list is on my vision board. So every time I look up, I notice. Every night I read my goals, my dreams. Every morning I read my dreams. I make sure to do that. I've got an amazing morning routine. I've got an amazing evening routine. Without that, I would not be able to accomplish all the things I'm doing. But the most beautiful part of it, I never left God for last. I never. He's in my daily, he's first in my morning, he's last in my evening routine. During the day, my gratitude in the morning, in the evening, during the day. So that too is for me the most important part of my life. And People ask me, Sanette, what is your superpower? I can say without a shadow of a doubt, love. My superpower is love. I call myself fondly the voice of a million. And it came from 1,000 when people say move up to 10,000. And last year, December, people said, Sanette, through all your platforms, you have you have given people ability to give their voice, to tell their stories, more than 10,000. So I adopted the 1 million because I said, do 1 million. So I adopted it with a fond heart. And I know it's big on my shoulders because this is my mission. And I take the action every day. And Giovanna, every night when I go to bed, I will ask myself, Sanette, did you leave your sparkle in somebody's heart and memory? And I don't go to bed with the hat, okay? In the winter, my hands are underneath, and I will go. I will do an air tick with my with my head. But now it's very hot here in South Africa. It's summer, very, very, very hot. I will go. If I ask myself, I will go into up, and I will give 3 kisses. The lights and everything is off, and then my husband was like, "Did you just make we talk in our home language? Did you make a tick?" I said, "Yes." He said, "I could hear the 3 kisses."
So, all of this that you just said is really, you have a routine. You're disciplined. You are committed to your goals. Obviously, look at where you're holding them, right? You take them off. You make sure you have the why and the purpose behind each one of them.
Each one.
Each one of them. And without a shadow of a doubt, I know you are working with God in your heart in everything you do. I know you well enough to know that, yes, God is part of your equation, and you ask for help and you get it, but your belief in what you're doing, believing that it is for a greater purpose, to be the voice of others, your mission is not about you, has nothing to do with you.
True.
So your work is for everyone else. Why wouldn't you receive everything you ask for on that list?
Exactly.
So here's what I have to say for everyone out there listening to this show. Give yourself the self-love, because you're showing not only yourself that you deserve to receive everything you ask for, but if it's for the higher good of others, you're guaranteed to have it if you do the work. And if you're committed, and if you believe. This is what we teach at Napoleon Hill Institute. If you can conceive it, believe it, you can achieve it.
Yes.
And
love it.
this is what Sanette has been doing since how long now? Because 5 years you started?
So I'm on my journey the last 5 years on my Omi and Xander plan. That's my lifestyle. That's the way that I want to be like this.
Yeah.
But I wanted a community since June 2021. So I started with the Diamond Beauties in August 2021. So it's almost 3 years. I am working every day in my amazing group. Every day. Every
So
day.
beautiful. So beautiful.
With love. With love.
That's it. And that is really the key. I know for myself, I see God as love, right? The universe as love, infinite intelligence as love, because through that faith and believing, once you committed to something that will make this world a better place, you can achieve your goals. But first, you have to love yourself first,
Yes.
right? We can't achieve goals if we don't love ourselves.
Can I just say, I will say, you have to love yourself first. You have to believe in yourself. Okay, because if you can believe you can take the action, you can do anything.
Mm-hmm.
The third thing is you look at your know yourself, look at your values, look at your principles. And then it took me a very long time, and I have a lot of visions in the last 3 years. But when I said to myself, I my vision is to be Earth's most heart-centered brand, to provide experience, to fill the world with love, joy, and happiness. When I got my wording right and I felt it here, I'm like the eagle soaring high upon, because I know exactly. So if you can define that part,
Yes.
your mission, and that can be, because my mission have shifted from coaching to now the TV show and a magazine. I do one or two coaching, but that's not my main focus anymore. That all I've got 4 television shows, my beautiful Giovanna,
Wow.
and a
Congratulations.
magazine takes a lot of my time, Diamond Moments magazine. So I have changed my focus, but since then, mostly happened last year in my birthday. So it takes me, God have gracefully helped me to grow so that I can now be in this position where I am now. So He didn't bestow on me something I could not handle. He gradually, from 84 live Zoom sessions, exactly the same concept for my TV show, to now more than a year TV show that has been done already. So
Yes.
He gracefully helped me to grow into this vision I have now for the last year. So I am the honored one. I am truly so blessed, so privileged to be me, that God have trusted me with this amazing group of ladies, and now the gentleman group, with this amazing group of friends. You are one of my dearest friends. I am the lucky one. I am the lucky one.
Well, no, I feel the same about you. You know that, Sinette. And what you're doing is absolutely changing lives across the world. I mean, there's no question about it, because you're connecting people heart to heart, right? It's only through that can we really impact the world.
Yes.
Yes, money can buy lots of things, right? But it's not money that will create the long lasting relationship. If it's money being created by relationships created by money, eventually they're going to fade away. But
True.
when it's created from true love, that you really care and you're really helping others to see what they bring to this world, because we do all have gifts.
Mm.
But our experiences, like you mentioned before, the environment takes that all away from us. And here's what I have to say: stop looking on the outside. Everything you need to feel loved, it's all on the inside. And I said this before and I'll say it again. What we need in order to survive and feel good about ourselves and what we do doesn't cost any money.
Exactly.
Doesn't cost any money, right? To give love, to pay a compliment to someone, to
Be
give,
kind.
be kind, doesn't cost anything. That is why love is the highest emotion that will move mountains when you do it from the heart. If you have
Exactly.
something to gain, if you're giving love because you're looking for something in return, it's not true love. It's not true love.
I do believe if I do something for you and I expect you to do something for me, that is not serving with love.
No, no, it's not, right? There's an agenda behind that. But, giving yourself love is to be grateful for who you are. So, yes, we can be grateful for all the things around us, but you must be grateful that you have this opportunity to live a life that is truly a gift.
Yes.
Life is a gift. No matter what anyone will tell you, you were worthy enough to come to this earth because God, whoever you want to call it, the universe, whatever you believe in, felt that you had something to bring to this world.
I love it. I know you said we almost finished, but that was beautiful. May I ask you, will you have a dance with me?
A nice soft dance.
So yes, because we cannot play any copyright music, and I can sing a snippet with my beautiful voice. My husband said, please don't quit your day job because your voice. I said, for me, my beautiful husband, my voice is beautiful. But just a snippet of Walking on Sunshine. Are you ready?
Let's do it. Yes, let's do
I'm
it.
walking on sunshine, oh, I'm walking on
Walking on
sunshine,
sunshine.
oh,
Oh,
I'm walking on
walking on
sunshine,
sunshine.
oh,
Oh,
and it's time to feel good.
but
Mwah, 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 mwah.
thank you, Sinette. I really appreciate you coming on because you are changing the world. And again, we're here to send a message to everyone. Make yourself a priority. You know, when you do that, you eliminate a lot of stress, a lot of confusion, and you radiate love that you can share with the world, right?
You became this butterfly here. I love it.
And
Thank you for having me. I'm so sorry. Thank you for having me. You are amazing. Thank you for what you are doing to change the world. My girl, you are incredible. And I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy to know you, and I love you very much.
I love you, and I thank you for coming on this show, Sinette. How can people get in touch with you if they do want to reach out to you?
They are welcome to visit my website, selfloveforme.com. And they can also go to Tanzanite Hero. It's the male Facebook group. They can just go and see how it's going, and then they can apply. It's free. And then Diamond Beauties Forever, also a free. No selling. I'm very strict. No selling. It's an inspirational group. So you are welcome to check it out. And then if you feel like getting inspiration or giving inspiration, you are welcome to join us. Diamond Beauties Forever. Thank you, my beautiful
You're
Giovanna.
welcome. And for those who would like to begin working on themselves, we at the Napoleon Hill Institute, we do have a self-confidence, self-discipline, self-love camp, which just started today. You can go on my Facebook or NapoleonHillInstitute.com and sign up. We'd love to have you. Again, we're here to just encourage each other and inspire each other so that we can truly live the best life here on this earth. So, love you guys, and thank you for watching Sparking Change with Gigi. Sinette, thank you so much. Sending you lots of love to you, and always thank you for being in my life. I love you, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Thank you for joining me on Sparking Change with Gigi. I hope that our episode today has ignited a spark within you to create positive change in your own life and in the world around you. To learn more about how you can become a guest or supporter, head over to sparkingchangenow.com. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider subscribing, sharing, and leaving a review. Your feedback is incredibly valuable to me, and it helps me to continue producing content that sparks change in each of us and the world. You can find us on various platforms, including Google Play Store, Apple App Store, YouTube, Facebook, Roku, Android TV, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. Thank you again for watching, and I look forward to having you join me again next week on Sparking Change with Gigi.